guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch and review for you. So today we are going over the latest from Loud Lacquer, which is a relatively new nail polish brand, and I'm going to be showing you guys two different collections, one of which is a nail care bundle, and it's basically base coat, a couple of different top coats, and a cuticle oil, and we also have a collaboration with Ariel Versace, and that is for brand new nail polishes. So we'll go over the new nail polish colors first, but I wanted to just give you guys a quick little overview of Loud Lacquer. If you haven't seen, I recently did a video of like my first experience using them, and I really did enjoy them. But basically they are a US based vegan, cruelty free, and free AF brand. So I talked about this a little bit more in my last video about them, but basically they're just saying they don't contain any of the chemicals that are dangerous in nail polish, and it's kind of ridiculous that a lot of brands say like, oh, we're 20 free because we don't contain blood of unicorns and stuff like that. So they do actually have a list of what is in their products. So if you guys want to see that, I will link it down below. But yeah, so they're a pretty good brand. They have a nice wide flat brush. When I first tried it, for whatever reason, I was like struggling with it really hard. But this past time of me swatching, I was like, why did I not like this brush? It's really good. So that's just a quick little spoiler alert. So first, let me show you guys the new nail polishes in collaboration with Ariel Versace, and then we will talk about their nail care stuff. So footage. So as always, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches. This is the OMG Karen base coat from the new Plastiks collection. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this later, but just so you know, it's underneath all of these swatches. So first up in this collection, we have the shade Plastic, which is a really beautiful, cool toned pink pastel cream. And actually, as I started applying this one, I realized it's actually really bright, a little bit brighter on the nails than it looked in the bottle. And I really love that. It almost has the features of like a neon pastel, which you guys know I totally love. I ended up getting 2 coats for full coverage, and I think that looked really great on my nails, but because I do have small nails, I figured most people might need 3 coats for this type of polish, so I ended up throwing on a third just to see if that changed the color at all, and I think it looked totally the same. So whether you use 2 or 3 coats, I think you're gonna get great coverage. It just depends on the length of your nails. Next up, we have the shade Brat, and this one's actually really interesting, pretty unique to my collection. It's like a super hot pink neon cream that has a really vibrant, cool toned fuchsia shimmer running throughout. And the coverage on this one I thought was absolutely fantastic. As you can see, it was pretty much a 1-coater. Of course, I ended up throwing on a 2nd coat just because I wanted to see if that changed the color at all, but I think it looked really great either way. I just feel like I don't have any colors like this. I love when brands do like these contrasting shimmers, and in this case, using a cool toned pink and a warm toned pink I think is just so interesting. I've never seen anything like this and I really love it. So next up we have the shade Tati, and at first glance I thought this was going to be a pink, but it's actually a red jelly that has this really intense shimmer running throughout it, and it's almost like these little shimmery flecks that run throughout the nail, and they're just kind of like fuchsia and like cool toned pinks and purples, and I don't really know how to describe this one. It's just really gorgeous, unlike anything I have in my collection. Something about this reddish base just makes it feel so like elegant and classy, and I feel like this is a great color if you're more of a traditional color wearer. I think this is a great way to start branching out. It's super beautiful. And last but definitely not least, we have the shade Party Monster, and it's a really beautiful shimmery dark pink that has a little bit of like a reddish undertone to it. It definitely looks lighter on the nails than it does in the bottle, but that is because of that jelly-like base. You can definitely build this up. I ended up doing 2 coats for full coverage, and I absolutely love the way that looked. I love the way that that jelly base really transforms the glitters in there and just makes it look like such an intense and beautiful color. But like I said, you can build this up if you want it to be a little bit darker and a little bit vampier. So yeah, those are the polishes. I think they're all super gorgeous. I actually really love them. I am a big fan of pink nail polish. I think it is a classic nail color to have, and I am totally into all of these. I think they're all really beautiful. They're relatively unique, and they are super easy to apply, and they have really good formulas. So I am super excited about these. So these polishes retail for $11.99 USD for 13 milliliters on the Loud Lacquer website, which I'm going to link down below. So I wanted to also go over with you guys their Plastiks bundle, which is inspired by Mean Girls by name. There's multiple reasons why I decided to wear pink for this video, this being one of them. We've got 4 new nail care products. So we have a cuticle oil, we have a base coat, we have a glossy top coat, and we also have a matte top coat. So I want to go over each one by one for you guys and just kind of go over my first impressions / thoughts of them. So I did tell you guys that I used the base coat underneath all of my swatches. This is is the OMG Karen base coat, and I thought it was really good. These are all pretty bright colors. They didn't stain at all with the base coat, and I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna have to do more testing to see how I feel about it, but so far first impressions are I really do like it. One thing that really is a pet peeve of mine regarding base coat is if it takes a really long time to dry, I just do not bother with it because I feel like that should be the quickest part of the routine, right? So this one does dry pretty quickly, so I'm definitely going to give it an honest try. We also have the Spring Fling Cuticle Oil. This is a rose scented cuticle oil. Honestly, I'm not a huge cuticle oil fan. There's really only one brand that I use, and that is Sally Hansen, and it's more of like a thick oil. This is a little bit thin. Cuticle oils like this just don't tend to work on me. I am gonna keep giving it a shot and see how I feel about it. I think it smells really good, but this product in particular, I just don't think it suits my nail or hand chemistry. So not a huge fan of this one just yet. We also have the So Fetch Glossy Top Coat, and I actually do really like this too. I've only worn it for a few days so far, but I haven't experienced any cracking or any chipping, so I do find that it's working really well in conjunction with their base coat. And then last but definitely not least, we have the Cool Mom Matte Top Coat, and oh man, I am so excited about this top coat. I love matte top coat. I love matte nail polishes. I love mattifying my nail art. If you guys have watched me on YouTube for more than one video, you probably already know this. I am a huge fan, and this one in particular, I was like, I didn't even have high hopes because I feel like I'm very picky about what type of matte top coat I like, because some of them just kind of make it look like a plasticky finish, or like almost like a, just not that shiny, but it's not matte. Like, it's not like totally matte. This one, totally matte. I love it. And I actually tried it with a couple of the polishes from the Ariel Versace collection, and I gotta say, they worked perfectly. And it actually made me kind of like those polishes a little bit more because I thought they looked so gorgeous together, and I thought they looked so gorgeous mattified. So very excited about this one. You're gonna be seeing a lot of this in future videos because I just love matte top coat, and this is a good one. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but I certainly have with certain matte top coats. You get like weird little white chunks, like once your nail art or manicure is already dry. I have not experienced that with this, so I'm very optimistic and I'm very excited about it. So again, all of these nail care products are 13 milliliters, and they do retail for $11.99 USD on the Loud Lacquer website. You can also get the set of all four of them for $45.82 USD. That's also on the Loud Lacquer website, so I'm gonna link that down below if you guys are interested in getting all four and just saving a little bit of money because it's a bundle. All right, so that is it for this video. I would love to know your thoughts on these, either the polishes or the nail care stuff. If you guys have tried any of these, if you're planning on trying any of them, let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this swatch and review, please give it a thumbs up. It always helps me know that I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do lots of nail polish videos, and I also do occasional makeup videos. So yeah, that is it, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay, so I have a fun fact for you guys. It's actually not that fun, and it's actually not really that much of a fact. It's more of a pet peeve of mine, and I think it's relevant because I just reviewed a collaboration. But you know when a collaboration between a person and a product, and they have the X in between the person's name and the product name? Like, for example, Loud Lacquer X Ariel Versace. I hate when people say times, like Loud Lacquer times Ariel Versace collection, because that's not what the X means. I don't know who started that, but every time I hear it on like a YouTube video or I see it anywhere, I cringe so hard because I feel like, I don't know why people are thinking this is a math problem. It's not a math problem. But yeah, especially if somebody's saying it like super seriously, I feel like I cringe so hard at that. I know it's like not even an issue, it's just like an annoying pet peeve in my opinion. I feel like that's the thing with YouTube though, is if one person starts saying something, it might not be correct, but then a lot of people just start saying it, and then it just becomes accepted as like a correct terminology. And I think that's one of the things that really frustrates me about YouTube, is that these incorrect terms just like spread like wildfire, and it's crazy. I know it's not that serious, but seriously, I wish people would just say end. And a lot of you guys have mentioned that you wish people would just say bye. So, you know, maybe we need to just have a like set guideline for how that should be said, and then everybody can just say it that way from now on. But it's not a math problem, so you don't have to say times. We're not multiplying by the brand. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.